Welcome everyone to patch 7.3. Where I attempt to figure out why the hell my controller has this. Not that I use the controller, but alright. Now we could jump into the main story, but who the fuck wants to do that? We have hats to investigate. You know, I've been waiting to use the Safani Turban with my Viera for like 6 years now. You know what, we're gonna go to the Crystarium. Because that's where I lost my hats when Viera came out. And also because I miss this place. Wait, it was the pendants. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. It's perfect! Oh my god! I get visors. I get non-Ronkin visors. Holy shit. This changes everything. Okay, that one makes sense. What the fuck is this? I'm pretty sure that worked already. Yeah, for the longest time, this is basically the only visor I had. Shame Tanks never got it. Tanks never get fucking visors, bro. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess we wouldn't really get it. That's good. Okay. Oh, I can use this? You all have no idea how much this means to me. My outfit is complete. I've missed this so much. What stats does Reaper want the most? Reaper main stats. Controller. I swear to God we'll start soon. I'm excited about my hats. Aww. Boo. Nope, looks horrible. That's aiming, though. Tank. So bare minimum, Viper can get the visor at least. Okay, Reaper main stats past, I don't know, month. Past year. I need skill speed. Yeah. Why are all these not crit? Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm doing this instead of just going with Warrior like I usually do, which I'm sure literally no one is, because nobody watches these, it's primarily because they did a change to Reaper where they reduced the cast time of Enshroud, meaning that you could basically triple weave super easy. Triple weave. Triple Enshroud. Yeah, I'm not going for determination very much because I don't have that many. But I will. Ooh, wait. I forgot my hair. So I ran like red hair. Need to switch to like reddish hair. Okay, now we go back to Alexandria. Oh, it looks so good. Yeah, I'm heading to the back room. If you have a moment, Krazina, Geo wants to take stock of the current crisis. Oblivion may be lacking the finer details in certain areas, so we'd like you to lend your perspective to the conversation. Look at my hat! Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle on the threats Alexandria is facing right now. I don't know. Much has happened since the state funeral, and a clearer idea of where things stand would be beneficial for us as well. First things first, then, let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation, vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to controls. And while these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about new incidents since then, right? Right, no additional points have been logged. As far as I know. That's the good news. The bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people. They wouldn't listen to me, even though I have King's authority. Once things calm down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons, but if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. The King of Resolve's authority is about the highest there is. Who is this man that can override it with such impunity? Calyx, he lived in the age of the Storm Surge, like I did. Least you forget, he was known for his advancements in electrode technology, and he established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, is said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless, so he might continue his efforts into the present day. Preservation's early goals seem noble enough. Exploring treatments for leaven sickness, designing to ever keeps core systems, that sort of thing. Why harm the people he's ostensibly trying to help? I do not pretend to fully understand Calyx's motivations, only that he appeared incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated, that evolution now requires us to forsake our bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. I've already seen how he's employed the stimulant to convince Alexandrians that endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Eternal life is reserved for the 5,000 he registered on near regulators. This is merely one part of Calyx's greater plan. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he'll draw ether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless 1,000-fold. If we mean to foil Calyx's schemes, our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down. Which unfortunately is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in Desolate Advocate, but I failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time though, and I'm sure I can sniff him out. I'll help you. Oh, Galuja and Shale are working out. I think I'm gonna take a look around town. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, so I'll search for any information that might lead us to Calyx. Welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time. I'll be glad to have some brawlers at my back. Count me in. Raha and the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep, so shall we stick to the streets of Solution 9? Sounds like a plan. Thanks, you two. I appreciate the company. What are you thinking about, pretty girl? I have to speak to the city's administrators about bringing in Landscar. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Tuliolo. Alphino and Alize will be joining me from the meeting, so 3 of us can cover that sector as soon as we're done. She's gonna come with us! Do it! I'd like to join Krazina's group if you'll have me. The more mouse to app questions, the merrier, as long as you're aware of the dangers. Thank you, I'll do my best not to be a burden. I'm more worried about you, Geo. Don't do anything. Oh my god, don't give him a death leg. Well, he's dead. Start by giving me your clothes. Sorry, I was off in my own little world. Shall we get started? Are you alright, Geode? Me? I'm well enough given the circumstances. It was the Queen's fondest wish that our subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death. So they were for the longest time. Then the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they agree with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration. Indeed, I do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calyx wields fear and misery to manipulate people. No one, not Calyx, nor anyone, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who once lived in Alexandria, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back in the hands of its citizens. And you think we can handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us? It is what I've seen that has convinced me that you can. I woke 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexandria's ban. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy. Flaws and all. Well then. We best not let you down. Now suggest we move as a group. We don't know if or when a battle might find us. Or I believe someone can prepare for just an eventuality. Woo! Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They're adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane age, so I lay claim to some small measure of skill. If that's the case, it might be better if we split into two groups after all. It would certainly be more efficient for information gathering. I guess that makes sense. Two of you can take the west side of the recreation zone then. Kazuna and I'll take the east. What's on your mind, bro? Very well, we shall end our patrol in the plaza just past True View and wait you there. Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's wide and chat to the people we meet along the way. Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Hopefully that'll earn us a tidbit or two we didn't know before. I don't hate you in the slightest. Are the sentries and aerial wheelers safe to be around now? I just know it's gonna happen again. Maybe next time I'll be the one who dies a horrible accident. I need a neo-regular. Becoming endless is the only way. Even Queen Speen said so. The memories. I used to drink around here all the time. Made sure not to overdo it when I had work the next day, but once we were past the busy race season, or when ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, you'd have to scrape me off the street outside the morning or afternoon. The worst I ever got was what should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it. I was still wearing the regular back then. It was also the day I first met Shay, although I guarantee she's forgotten it completely. She hasn't. This is such a fun movie scene. Let me guess, Black Regulator. Yep. I've just registered my new regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing but memories at first, but now that I've gone through the registration, I've never felt more at ease. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers. Of the 5,000 slots available, over 3,800 have already been filed. So if you're still hesitant, you've not much time to make up your mind. Mark my words, friend, when there's only a few slots left, it's gonna get very ugly. Yeah, I know, that's the problem. That's what he wants. What he's gonna do with all the destruction that'll come about, I don't know. Hold on, I'll be right back. have strawberries now. Want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate your offer and sympathetic ear. There's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His wheeler dropped right out of the sky. He didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. Not such so strange these days, but he'd never bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday. I thought I understood what it meant until it happened. Kruzina, a word. I feel like there's a new factor in these stories we've heard, one we had to consider during our discussion with everyone in the back room. Targeted tragedy. We knew that. I knew that. This I'd never considered. Yes, that's it. The vast majority of residents have always worn regulators, so it's not a detail we normally think about. Despite souls cut off though, more and more people are going without them. We need to look into casualties from recent attacks to check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around on the street to the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time, and maybe we'll find the eyewitnesses who can help us confirm if this was a pattern or not. Yes. Huh. I had not considered that. But what would be the point? You only need to instill fear, violence within people, and then you have your plan. Why would you need to target people? Ah, Christina, I was hoping you'd stop by. That is not... Hello, how are you two? Just let me know if I may be of service. See by casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Can you narrow it down to the recreation zone then? You must have some estimates on hand. Recalibrating parameters. Injured 87 individuals. Casualties 19 individuals. Casualties equipped with regulators 0. What? You wish to know if people who died in the machine rampage were wearing regulators? I'm sorry, but I was assigned to clean the debris. I didn't see any of the deceased. The bodies were present by the time I arrived, so I assumed the ushers had already done the work. Do you remember there being patches of white dust scattered? That was quite a chore to clean up, but nothing else worthy of mention. Kruzina, I think it's time we join Carl and Spain. I was half joking with my boss to shut up, but may have stumbled upon something major here. We should share our findings and keep pursuing this avenue of inquiry. Think cross-side and meet him on the plaza outside of True View. Let's get going. I'm not getting it. It's once my job to deliver goods by half a cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. The little ones who jump for joy whenever I brought them packages. The old lady who'd always greet with a smile. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to them. Charge! So essentially you're saying that the people who were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators? Well, the room... If he targets people without regulators, then they're gone forever. then people who do have regulators will become even more fearful and stoke even more violence because they want those black neo-regulators. This is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who had removed the regulator was a priority target. I think you mentioned that the person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. But why? Why are they being targeted over everyone else? Based solely on the lack of a neo-regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to become endless, or if they simply failed to acquire one of the limited devices. But those who wear no regulator at all, they clearly rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. Put another way, they have chosen to live their lives in knowledge that death is an inevitability. The chances that such resolute people wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. And so Calyx has chosen those the least likely to accept his vision as victims to stoke fear and panic. I was right. There's no need to kill anyone. The way things were, people were already fearful enough. He could have found 5,000 willing civilians without all this madness. You make a good point. Perhaps the sowing of terror is in service to another scheme, or yet some other need for the lives he's taken. Why are the deaths found at various sites? Right, sanitation workers' stores. You saw no bodies, mentioned piles of white dust. Dust but no bodies. Now where have I heard that before? Oh! That's right! You recall when we went to save Airvale from Sentries and Outskirts? The Usher Malice site told us just much the same thing. When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, of which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it. The both stories speak of missing remains is suspicious enough. The mention of this shared dust is too much to ignore. In that case, we should confirm if this substance was present at other sites and attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread may lead us to not only to an explanation for the missing bodies, but also to the intent behind Calyx's murderous actions. So, I'm wondering if the Ascians who incited the catastrophe that destroyed their world, I wonder if they helped form the original preservation and told Calyx of the other shards. Kuzina, we need your help. I've lost control of the soldiers in the residential area. You might be trying to hurt people again. Oblivion members on the way now, but are you close enough to join them? God damn it, our new investigation will have to wait. Let's go! Oh no. What the fuck is that? Those are the Neo-Regulator people, aren't they? Oh god, don't do that. Oh, smooth animation.
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me.
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Please don't death flag yourself. I like you. But I'm gonna have to trust in your own competence.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Go to them, quickly!
Oh, thank God. The coffee machine went crazy. Oh, that running animation.
I'll be fine. Mother, please.
Oh, come the fuck on.
Isadora.
I went through 3 patches. I went through 3 patches with you overcoming.
Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't.
Oh, thank God. I would have been so mad.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
Thank you, miss.
Thank fucking God.
Will she sleep like that forever?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon. I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
At this rate, there isn't gonna be a fucking tomorrow. This city's gonna fucking tear itself apart. So, Calyx had to have learned about this music. Holy shit. So, Calyx had to have learned about other dimensions from the Ascians. He forms preservation, and he forms preservation not just to help people, but to further his goal of evolution. But if he simply wanted to just elevate specific people, then he could have just done that. And he didn't. the way he phrased it, he doesn't seem to have malice towards people who don't share his ideology or necessarily hate them. It's just that if someone's a genius and you have one genius and there's 50 people who aren't geniuses but they take out 50 times the amount of resources, he's like, fuck those 50 people. That one genius is worth more than them. It's not personal, it's just he thinks they're more valuable. So, what does he gain from this? Who told him what those hundreds of years ago that set him down this path? Not just his own weaknesses, not just the idea of dying. There's more to it than just this evolution. Or there's more at least to the reasoning behind his evolution that he's told us. I just don't get it. What is his end goal? Forgive me, I was reckless. You should have had to waste time tending my wounds as well. Did you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby, but I heard sounds of fighting. I am sorry. He must have fallen protecting the residents. Our comrade, you think he may have been struck down? If he is wounded or worse, I should go to him. Wait, please, it isn't safe and you still need rest. Would you stay with Milos and watch over Isadora for me? We will tend to your friend. Thank you. Please be careful of yourself. Let me out! That man, this is awful. Why is this happening? Isadora's gonna be alright then? I'm so glad. I've just finished my ministrations here. Our Oblivion Comrade is beyond saving, I'm afraid. That brave soul, he gave his life to save nothing. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. That sentry is behaving normally like any other, and all of a sudden, it tried to kill me. Weapons or no, Calyx commanded them to commit murder. This over came as soon as Wakaya sent word. I'm sorry, by the time we arrived, it was already too late. Then Geode could be in trouble too. Once we have this radius locked down, we need to find him. But why? Has something happened? Possibly, we're not sure, but he has stopped responding. I knew something was up. We need to prioritize securing this is new music. We need to prioritize securing the residential sector, though, at least until we gain control of the sentries. Then we should search for Geode. I agree, since most Oblivion members are sworn off regulators, if our theory holds true, then they could be prime targets for the next attack. Please do what you can to shepherd the residents to safety, but avoid the sentries at all costs. This creepy ass music. Here, thanks. Here, take these communicators. We've made modifications for the Calyx for intercepting signal. We've been using the coordinate movements with allies in the vicinity. It's probably the dungeon music. Wakaya has one too, so I'll ask her to keep handling Geode. Good luck and stay safe. Geode said he would search the surrounding area, so he shouldn't have ventured far. Let's get going. There's something up with him. Please, Joe. Please be safe. See no sign of Geo. Perhaps you should search further to the east. Isn't there a second set of apartments? Isn't there a second set of apartments I can go to? See no sign of Gia. The neighboring residential radius would be the next logical place to look. He's in a very angry...
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please!
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive. Thank the gods.
Where are you now?
The radius next door. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join it.
Oh, fucking hell. I knew it!
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether. The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells.
Are we seriously gonna turn everyone else into fuel for the neo-regulators? And because they don't have guns, they're not gonna be making loud noises. These animations are what the...
You can't be here. You need to run now.
He's like a zombie. What the fuck?
A trap. Take care of the others, eh?
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe?
Geode!
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether.
I fucking knew it.
But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to
I
convert
fucking knew it.
5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now? I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest?
This is kind of tough. That might not, the first one might not necessarily be true though. The second one's just grandiose grandstanding.
It was foolish of me to even ask. I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force. I shouldn't.
Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest? It's foolish of me to even ask. This pile of dust, these ashes, and the soul Sally left behind. Was this his twisted way of returning Geode to us? Damn you, Calyx! Damn you and your careless cruelty! He was our friend. Even so, some might say every death was justified if it meant 5,000 endless could continue their immortal lives. If a reflection's stolen ether allowed for many more endless, why, that too would be a noble sacrifice for the greater good. Who could think that? Not I, but people who were raised like this might think that. Certainly not I. You know only too well, there is not noble in this sacrifice. We have to stop him. We have to find Calyx to put an end to this madness as soon as possible. And under no circumstances can we let the key fall into his possession, Krasina. It falls to us. We will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he can terrorize innocents and reflections elsewhere. Oh, fuck off. We should return to the background. Some the others need to know what happened. Yes, I'll wait Waki to meet us there as well.
Our dear Geode.
The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Gololja. The blame lies with Calyx, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy? Living our lives. What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Calyx for doing this. Or myself for being powerless to stop him.
Wait, where are you going?
clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you.
And yet,
And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calyx is hiding.
someplace has an unexpected surge in ethereal activity, perhaps?
But not right now. We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
Oh, Geode.
Holy